Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we'll start. So what are the numericals that three types that we have covered? Okay. So if you can practice the numericals from the whatever the question bank I have given. So if you doubt, if you face any problem in solving those questions, you can call me. Okay. But you try to solve it. Now, what are the SFEE we have discussed that SFEE how to derive the equation. So that part we have covered. Now next put the heading limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
please put the heading limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Limitations of first law of thermodynamics. So what is the first limit? Say whenever there's a limitation to any law, then second law come into exist. बघा ज्यावेळेस काही फर्स्ट लॉ मध्ये काही लिमिटेशन्स आल्यामुळेच त्यांनी सेकंड लॉ इज केम इनटू पिक्चर. Okay, so we'll see the what are the limitations of first law of thermodynamics. So if you see the first limitation that as per the law of conservation of energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted in from one form to another form. Okay, and the total energy inverse remains constant. So here energy get converted from one form to another form, but whether are you getting any information, any quantitative information from this law? काय कळतंय का तुम्हाला जे काही लॉ आहे फर्स्ट लॉचा त्याचं एनर्जीचं कन्वर्जन होतंय, पण त्याचं क्वांटिटेटिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन काय मिळते का, किती एनर्जी होती, किती कन्वर्ट झालं एका फॉर्म मध्ये दुसऱ्या फॉर्म मध्ये. आर यू गेटिंग दॅट इन्फॉर्मेशन? हॅलो, एम आय ऑडिबल?
Yes, sir.
हा, एनर्जीचं कन्वर्जन होतं एका फॉर्मचं दुसऱ्या फॉर्म मध्ये, पण किती एनर्जी कन्वर्ट झालेली आहे त्याचं काय क्लॅरिटी येते का तुम्हाला? जी काय स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट लॉ ने मांडलेलं आहे त्याच्यातून तुम्हाला काय क्लॅरिटी येते का अबाउट amount of energy get converted one form to another form? Do you get any clarity?
No, sir.
No. So that is one you can say limitation, and that is overcome by the Kelvin-Planck statement. So this limitation is overcome by the Kelvin-Planck statement. That is the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, I hope one limitation is clear to all. Then second limitation of the first law is, so whatever the energy get flows from high grade to low grade. Okay, normally we know that the transformation of heat will take place when higher temperature body to lower temperature body. Is it not? Is it correct or wrong? When how the heat get transferred from high temperature body to low temperature body. Correct, no? बरोबर ना?
Yes, sir.
So here this second law, what are the limitation of the first law is, it does not give the information about the direction of energy flow. Okay, it does not give any information about direction of energy flow. So whatever the energy get flows, how it doesn't define the direction of the flow. Okay, so that limitation is overcome by the Clausius statement. Okay, so that is second law of thermodynamics. And third, first law is not able to explain why spontaneous process occurs in only one direction. What are the processes happening? Okay, how it is happening in only one direction? So that explanation is not possible by the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so this limitation is overcome by the second law. For example, whatever the gas, if you consider a vessel, okay, when there's a higher temperature, okay, the expansion will take place, right? So whatever the low pressure gas can't rush back into the spontaneously and compress into the original container. So it is not happening spontaneously. Okay, so there's no clarity about the why spontaneous process occurs in only one direction. तर त्याच्याबद्दल ह्या फर्स्ट लॉ मधनं काही क्लॅरिटी आलेली नाहीये. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ओव्हरकम बाय द सेकंड लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स. Then next is the okay, these are the some limitations of the first law. So remaining are the examples. Those examples can be given to understand the limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so you can see some examples like rotating wheel is brought to the rest by friction at brakes and temperature rises, it increases its internal energy. However, it cannot start rotating spontaneously by using internal energy again. So what are the limitation we have mentioned? It cannot explain why spontaneous process occurs in only one direction. So to understand that limitation, they are given the example of rotating wheel. Then second example is given when current passes through the resistance coil, heat will be produced. Okay, but if resistance coil is heated, it cannot regenerate the electric current. It cannot regenerate the electric current. So this is also a good example to understand the limitation of the first law. Then first law of thermodynamics declares all the forms of energy are equivalent. Okay, it makes no qualitative distinction between various forms of energy. Okay, so these are the certain statements for the limitations of first law, and to understand those statements, they have given some examples like gas, expansion of gas, rotating wheel, current will pass through the resistance coil. Okay, so these are the basic limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Okay, write down limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Limitations of first law of thermodynamics. First limitation. First limitation. Write down. Energy can be converted from one form to another form. Energy can be converted from FRM, from one form to another form, from one form to another form, but does not tell how much energy is converted, how much energy is converted from one form to another, that is it does not give information, it does not give quantitative information, it does not give quantitative information, about energy conversion,
क्वांटिटीच्या नंतरचा एक वेळ सांगतो प्रत्येक.
Okay, I'll repeat. It does not give quantitative information about energy conversion, Okay, about energy conversion. Full stop. Next limitation. it does not give any information. It does not give any information about. It does not give any information about direction of energy flow. Direction of energy flow. Direction of energy flow. Next, it cannot explain. It cannot explain. It cannot explain why spontaneous process. Why spontaneous process. Why spontaneous process occurs in only one direction. In only one direction. In only one direction. So one more limitation we can add here. All heat is converted into work. 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 But vice versa is not possible. Means what? All heat is converted into work, but vice versa is not possible. Means what?
Work cannot be converted into heat.
Yes, work cannot be converted into heat. Yes. All heat is converted into work, but vice versa is not possible. Okay. These are the certain statements for the limitations of first law. Okay. So to understand this, there are certain examples. Okay. Current is flowing through the resistance coil, heat is produced. Okay. But resistance coil is heated. फक्त समजून घ्यायचं, लिहायची काही गरज नसते, लक्षात ठेवा. When the question is limitations of first law of thermodynamics, write only statement, don't mention any example. कुठले example mention करायची गरज नाही. फक्त ते समजण्यासाठी स्टेटमेंट तुम्हाला दिलेले आहेत, एक्झाम्पल दिलेत. Current is passed through the resistance coil. Okay, when you supply the current to the coil, heat will be produced. But if resistance coil is heated, then it cannot generate the electric current. So this is one example that you can understand. Okay. I hope what are the statements, limitations you have noted. Now we'll discuss second law of thermodynamics. Put the heading. Second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. Okay, so here we will see the two statement. One is Kelvin-Planck statement and the Clausius statement. Okay, so what are the statements of second law? How we have gone for the statements of first law? जसं आपण फर्स्ट लॉ ची स्टेटमेंट केली, नोट केली, तसंच सेकंड लॉ मध्ये पण आपण दोन स्टेटमेंट नोट करणार आहोत. One is the Kelvin-Planck statement and second is the Clausius statement. Okay, so to understand the Kelvin-Planck statement, so they have taken example of heat engine. Okay, so you can have the diagram of this. He diagram kada. Let it statement. Kelvin-Planck statement. Kelvin-Planck statement. सुरुवातीला हेडिंग काय दिलं?
सेकंड लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स.
हा, त्याच्यामध्ये परत स्मॉल ए म्हणा, Kelvin-Planck statement. Kelvin-Planck statement. Kelvin-Planck statement म्हणा आणि दोन्ही पण डायग्राम काढा. Draw both the diagrams and mention all the points. Q is greater than W, efficiency is equal to W by Q1, less than 100%. All this information please mention in your notebook. Okay, drawn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you see the diagrams, the one is possible condition and second is impossible condition. Okay. So whatever the Kelvin Planck statement, you see the first this diagram. Okay. So what is the here? Heat engine which violates the Kelvin Planck statement, right? Efficiency is equal to 100%, practically impossible. So you can shortly say, the Kelvin Planck statement is that it is impossible to get the 100% efficiency from the device. It is impossible to get the 100% efficiency, right? So to understand this, they have given this example, heat engine. Okay, so for this heat engine, source is there having temperature T1, and once from this source heat is supplied to the heat engine, okay, or you can say energy supplied to the heat engine, and we get the work output. Normally whatever the amount of energy supplied to the system, accordingly we get the work output. बरोबर आहे का? Is it right? Hello. So here it is impossible to construct. It is impossible to construct an engine, okay, which will convert whatever the amount of heat is received into equivalent amount of work. म्हणजे जेवढे इनपुट तुम्ही देता तेवढंच वर्क आउटपुट मिळणं. Is it possible to any device? Is it possible?
No.
No. So you may reach to 100%, but it is not possible exactly to get a 100% output. Okay, or it is very difficult to design such engine or the devices which will operate whatever the amount of work in energy is supplied to the system will convert it to amount of work. So it is difficult practically. So that is why it is said it is impossible to construct an engine which converts all the received heat into equivalent amount of work. Okay, so this is the statement of the Kelvin Planck, right? So that is why it is mentioned here, Q1 is the amount of heat supplied to the engine, and whatever the W, its work output, which is equal to Q, and Q2 will be equal to 0, right? So in this case, if I want to find out efficiency, W divided by Q1, so you will get 100%, right? So it is practically impossible. Now, but here possible condition is what? If value of Q1 is greater than the value of Q2. Okay, so or you can say Q1 value is greater than W value. In that case, efficiency definitely it will be lesser than that of the 100 पेक्षा कमी राहणार आहे. So if you see the first diagram, याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला source दिसते temperature T1, temperature T2, sink, you can say it is a sink source, right? So here whatever the amount of heat is supplied to the system, and we get some work output, as well as some heat will be rejected to the sink. So finally, if I want to find out the net work done, that is amount of heat supplied minus amount of heat rejected. Okay, so this condition is practically possible. In this case, efficiency cannot be 100%. Efficiency will be less than 100%. So this is the simple statement of Kelvin Planck. Please note down. It is impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible to construct an engine. To construct an engine. It is impossible to construct an engine which converts all received heat into all received heat into equivalent amount of work. Equivalent amount of work. I will repeat statement. It is impossible to construct an engine which converts all received heat into equivalent amount of work. Okay. So this is the statement of Kelvin Planck. Now next, Clausius statement. Give the heading. Clausius statement. So if you have mentioned the heading Clausius statement, please draw these two diagrams. Clausius statement. Write fast. Over.
नाही सर झालं नाही.
Okay. Now, in previous case, the heat engine example was taken, and in case of Clausius, example of heat pump is taken. Over. Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you see the both the diagrams, so there is arrangement of heat pump where there is source and sink. Okay, and some work input is there. Right. If you see the right side diagram, in this case, right side diagram, W value is equal to 0. Okay. So from the sink, Q2 will be heat extracted and it will be rejected to the source, that is Q1 heat. Okay. So definitely the temperature T1 will be greater than T2. Is it right or wrong? Barabar na? Heat will be extracted from the sink. Okay. Temperature T2. So that heat will be transferred to the source Q1. Okay. Its temperature will be T1. So in this case, T1 will be greater than that of the T2. So to understand this, what are the statement is made? It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle. It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle. Cyclic process operates on a cycle and transfer the heat from colder body to hotter body. Transferring the heat from colder body to hotter body without consuming any work. without consuming any work. Is it possible? If you are not giving any, if you are not taking the work input and extracting heat from this one of the source and transferring to the other source, is it possible?
No, sir.
No. So compulsory we need to give the work input. So without work input, it is difficult. It is practically impossible to extract the heat from the one of the source and transfer to the another source. So definitely we require some work input from the external side. So that is what this statement of second law, or can say Clausius statement. It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and transfer the heat from colder body to hotter body without consuming any work. Without consuming any work. So this is the statement of Clausius. I hope you are clear. Now in the first diagram, some amount of heat will be extracted as work input is given. Work input is given, heat will be extracted from the sink and it will be transferred to the source having temperature T1. So if you want to say they find out the net work done, that is Q1 minus Q2. Getting in the first diagram. So this case is possible, but second case is not possible. And that is the statement of Clausius. Write down statement into double inverted comma. It is impossible to construct. It is impossible to construct. It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle, It is impossible to construct. It is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle, and transfer heat from colder body to hotter body, from colder body to hotter body, from colder body to hotter, HOTTER, hotter body, without consuming any work. Without consuming any work. Without consuming any work. Okay, full stop. So this is the statements of the second law of thermodynamics. Two statements you should remember, Kelvin-Planck, and the second is Clausius statement. Are you clear with these two statements?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here our chapter unit thermodynamics is over. Okay, all the points we have covered. If you see the syllabus, you can find that all the points are covered. Do you have syllabus? Anybody has syllabus copy? As far as my understanding is concerned, 100% all the points from thermodynamics in it are covered. Anybody has a syllabus copy?
No, sir.
Okay, I will display the syllabus copy. The screen is visible.
Yes, sir. See that thermodynamics. Definition of thermodynamics we have covered: system, surrounding, types of system, properties, process, cycle, zeroth law of thermodynamics, work, forms of work, first law of thermodynamics, first law applied to the flow process, steady flow energy equation, numericals on first law of thermodynamics, cyclic process, non-cyclic process, SFEE, limitations of first law, then Kelvin, Planck and Clausius statements of second law of thermodynamics. झाले सर्व point cover? Okay. So we'll see some of the MCQ questions. We'll have the now discussion on the MCQ part. I will read the question. You have to give the answers. That way we'll proceed. इथं सबमिशनची लिंक दिली बघा, पिंक कलर मध्ये हायलाइट केले, दिसते का सर्वांना? In the pink color, I have highlighted the link for assignment and experiment. So you can click on this. The Google form will get opened, and you mention your roll number, division, etc., experiment number, assignment number, whatever it is, and you upload that copy. Okay, I will now open this notes. Just whether the screen is visible? Can you see the notes?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, I will.
$83 page number, sir. Notes madla.
83. Okay. Correct. Okay, so one by one we will have the discussion on this. Now first MCQ, a centrifugal fan forms. Options are closed system, open system, isolated system, and none of the above. What is the answer?
Open system. Open system.
It is open system. Correct. Then next. Second question is, thermodynamic system may be defined as the quantity of matter upon which attention is focused for the study if it is only bounded by a real surface, the bounded surface are constant in shape and volume. Then option number C cut झाला काय का? इथं C आहे बघा लक्षात, व्हॉल्यूम नंतर. It is only bounded by the real surface. Then option B is bounded surface are constant in shape and volume. It is not bounded by the imaginary surface. It is either bounded by real surface or imaginary surface, irrespective of shape or volume. Option D is the correct option. Correct. Option D is the correct answer. Correct. Next, Zeroth law of thermodynamics defines internal energy, enthalpy, temperature, pressure. What is the correct? Temperature. So question 4 is not in our syllabus. We'll not discuss that. Then question 5 also, it is for your information. I have given this. Then this question also, it is in gas laws and gas process, not required to discuss. But let's note current here. Question 4, 5, 6 out of the syllabus. You can mention like that. Question 4, 5, 6 out of syllabus. Mention it. Then question number 7 also out of syllabus. Then question number 8 also out of syllabus. Question number 9 out of syllabus. Question number 10 also out of syllabus. 11 out of syllabus. आता तुम्हाला मग हे आउट ऑफ सिलेबस कशाला मेन्शन केलेलं आहे? हे तुमच्या माहितीसाठी दिले, लक्षात ठेवा. ऍडिशनल माहिती आहे, लक्षात ठेवा. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट. दिस इज फॉर ऍडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन. हे तुम्हाला परीक्षेमध्ये याच्यावरती प्रश्न पडणार नाहीये. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट.
Yes, sir.
फक्त एक माहिती असावी एमसीक्यू थोडस रिलिव्हंट आहेत 12वीला किंवा गॅस लॉज मध्ये वगैरे आहेत झालेलं आहे थोडंफार थोडस माहिती म्हणून दिलेलं आहे. सो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रिपेअर और नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू स्टडी दिस एमसीक्यूज. Then question number 11, again it is out of syllabus. Question number 12. Classify whether open, closed and isolated system. Air compressor. Is it open, closed, isolated?
Open.
It is open system, correct. Then carburetor. Engine चं जे काही carburetor असते, is it open, closed and isolated system? बघा कार्बोरेटर म्हणजे काय लक्षात घ्या तुम्हाला आय विल एक्सप्लेन दिस. कार्बोरेटर हे प्रत्येक व्हेकल मध्ये असतंय. कार्बोरेटर बघितले सर्वांनी की जे टँक मधलं जे फेल असतंय ते कार्बोरेटर मध्ये येत असतंय. तिथं मिक्सचर तयार होत असतं प्रॉपर आणि ते परत नाही इंजिन मध्ये पास करता तुम्ही. ओके, सो व्हॉट इज दॅट सिस्टम? इज इट ओपन और क्लोज, आयसोलेटेड? इट्स ओपन ना.
Yes, sir.
देन प्रेशर कुकर, ओपन, क्लोज, आयसोलेटेड?
Closed.
It is closed system. Then radiator of car, open, close and isolated. रेडिएटर म्हणजे आपण जे इंजिनच्या भोवती जे काही कूलंट वगैरे असते सर्क्युलेट केले असते. ओके, तर ते तुम्हाला म्हणजे कूलिंग जे काय एनर्जी एक्सचेंज होणार आहे तुम्ही यू कॅन से दिस ॲज अ matter will be remain as it is, only energy will exchanges radiator of the car, so it is a closed system I can say. Okay, then tea kettle, open, close, isolated?
Closed.
It is closed.
Closed.
Yes. Then classify whether intensive extensive properties. Specific weight, intensive extensive property.
Intensive property.
Specific properties are intensive properties, correct. Then second question, specific volume, intensive extensive?
Intensive.
Intensive property, correct. Then next is volume.
Extensive property.
It is extensive property, correct. Density, intensive extensive?
Intensive.
Intensive property, correct. Then pressure,
Intensive property.
it is intensive property. Then molecular weight,
Intensive property.
how come?
Extensive.
How? It is weight म्हणून ना. Whenever there's a weight, we consider it's a mass. So you can say as extensive, no problem. Temperature,
Intensive.
Intensive property.
okay. Then velocity, velocity, it will be intensive property. Okay. Then Joule's experiment, I think this is also not in your syllabus. Don't refer this. Question number 14. Then question number 15 also not in your syllabus. Okay, question number 16. Internal energy of the perfect gas is, what is the equation? dU is equal to CV dt, dU is equal to Cp dt, dU is equal to Cp minus Cv into dt and none. What is the correct answer? If I want to find out change in internal energy dU, what is the equation? Cv dt na?
MCVDT.
mCv dt, that is first option. Then question number 17 बघा, numerical type चा कसा MCQ विचारला जाऊ शकतो. During the cycle, heat transfer are given by 120 kilojoule, minus 60 kilojoule, minus 48 kilojoule, 12 kg. The net work transfer in the cycle is काय असणार आहे? What is net work transfer? This is cyclic process. So once whatever the summation Q will be equal to summation W, na?
Option B.
Option B.
Option B, correct. 24,000 Newton per meter. Correct. That is Joule. Next. It is impossible to construct an engine which operates on cycle, produces no effect except producing work and exchange of heat with single reservoir. Is it Kelvin-Planck statement, Clausius statement, Carnot theorem, or none of the above? What is the option? Heat engine ना, पण केल्विन प्लॅंक म्हटलं ना. It is impossible to construct heat engine which operates on cycle, produces no effect except production of work. म्हणजे with whatever the amount of heat is supplied, extra received, it will be converted into work. Is it possible? आहे का तसं possible?
No.
So you can say Kelvin-Planck. That's the correct option. Then second, it is impossible to construct device which operates in cycle will produce no effect. Same, will produce no effect other than transfer of heat from colder body to hotter body. What is the option? Kelvin-Planck, Clausius, Carnot theorem, and none of the above. What is the correct? Clausius statement. Next, question number 20. If system carried through a cycle, the summation of work delivered to the surrounding is proportional to the summation of heat taken from the surrounding. It's Kelvin-Planck law, Clausius law, Carnot theorem, and first law of thermodynamics. What is the option? Option D. Option D मध्ये आपण म्हटलं ना, cyclic procedure असेल, whatever the amount of heat supplied to the system is equal to amount of heat transferred to the, or amount of work transferred to the surrounding. That is what summation Q is equal to summation W. आपण discuss केले की नाही केलं?
Yes, sir.
When we have mentioned the different forms of first law of thermodynamics or statements of first law of thermodynamics, त्यावेळेस सांगितलं होतं. So option D is the correct. And question number 21 also out of syllabus.
सर 20 ला डी येते का?
20 ला डी येणार. 21. याचे तुम्हाला मी आन्सर्स देतो. हॅलो, डोंट वरी, आय विल गिव्ह द आन्सर्स ऑफ इच क्वेश्चन. फक्त तुम्हाला जेवढे येते ते तुम्ही सांगा. ठीक आहे. याचे सर्वांचे आन्सर्स आय विल गिव्ह. आय विल मेन्शन द क्वेश्चन नंबर अँड द आन्सर ऑफ इट. ओके, डोंट वरी. फक्त स्टेटमेंट बघा, तुम्हाला जे येतं ते तुम्ही सांगा फक्त बस. बाकी आन्सरचा विचार करू नका. आय विल गिव्ह द आन्सर्स बाय टुमॉरो. पुढचे क्वेश्चन्स, हे तुम्हाला आजचा होमवर्क आहे, लक्षात ठेवा. जेवढे तुम्हाला आन्सर स्वतःला येतात तेवढे तुम्ही काय करायचे, प्रत्येकाने काय करायचं, क्वेश्चन नंबर लिहायचा आणि त्याचा ऑप्शन लिहायचा. असं करून सर्वांनी आजचा होमवर्क लक्षात ठेवायचा. गेटिंग?
येस सर.
काय करणार तुम्ही, क्वेश्चन नंबर लिहिणार, क्वेश्चन नंबर डॅश, ऑप्शन जो करेक्ट आहे त्याला फक्त, जो काय समजा ए ऑप्शन करेक्ट असेल ए लिहिणार, बी असेल तर बी लिहिणार. तर लाईकवाईज यू मेन्शन ऑन द पेपर अँड यू शेअर ऑन माय व्हॉट्सअप. आय विल चेक. बघू किती जणांचे आन्सर बरोबर येतात, किती चुकताय वगैरे. इथे आपण लक्षात ठेवा किती अभ्यास झालेला आहे किंवा किती काय केलेलं तयारी कळते. आता जे तुम्हाला असं वाटतं की इरिलेव्हंट आहेत, फॉर एक्झाम्पल कुठलं, हा प्रश्न कुठे बघा, काय काय क्वेश्चन तुमच्या लक्षात लक्षात येईल. कारण जे आपल्या डिस्कशन मध्ये आलेलं नाही पॉइंट, त्याच्यावर जर एमसीक्यू विचारला असेल तर तो कसा आपल्या सिलेबस मध्ये म्हणता येईल, नाही ना. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला दाखवतो, रेफ्रिजरेटर हे आले, शिकवले का आपण? whether easy discuss?
नो सर.
त्याच्यामुळे तो जरी तुम्हाला फायनल एक्झाम मध्ये ह्याच्यावरती एमसीक्यू जर विचारला असेल आणि ते जर आउट ऑफ सिलेबस मध्ये असेल तर तुम्हाला त्याचे फुल मार्क्स मिळतील, लक्षात ठेवा. डोंट वरी. जे सिलेबस मध्ये आहे त्याच्या रिलेटेड जर क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर ते तुम्हाला आन्सर त्याचे करेक्टच द्यावं लागतील, लक्षात ठेवा. तर असं तुम्ही हे प्रश्न बघा. नियर अबाउट 73 क्वेश्चन्स आर इन्क्लुडेड. तर ते 73 क्वेश्चन मध्ये स्वतः स्टेटमेंट अंडरस्टँड करा आणि त्याचे करेक्ट आन्सर्स लिहून तुम्ही एका पेज वरती मला पाठवा, मी चेक करतो. सो दिस इज द टुडेज होमवर्क. आणि प्रत्येकाने करायला लक्षात ठेवा, प्रत्येकाने हे सॉल्व्ह करायचे क्वेश्चन्स, कारण MCQ टाईपची जर परीक्षा झाली तर तुम्हाला ते परीक्षेमध्ये मला वाटत नाही की ह्याच्यापेक्षा वेगळे काही प्रश्न विचारण्यासारखे आहेत. गेटिंग. त्यामुळे सर्वांनी हे जे असाइनमेंटचे जे पेज दिसत आहे, म्हणजे MCQ चे जे क्वेश्चन दिसतात, किती क्वेश्चन आहे टोटल? 73. हे 73चे 73 परफेक्ट असले पाहिजे. ओके.
सर PDF कशी घे दाखव सर.
कुठली PDF?
हे PDF.
लिंक मध्ये आहे ना ते आपल्या स्टडी मटेरियल शीट मध्ये, जे मी स्टडी मटेरियल शीट इथे दिलेलं आहे, हे काय येत आहे? कॅन यू सी द माउस? माउस दिसतो का सर्वांना?
येस येस.
तेच याच्यावरती क्लिक करायचं, हे असं पेज येते आणि ओपन करून बघायचं. ओके. मला वाटते MCQ चा पार्ट तुम्ही आज कंप्लीट कराल. जे काही क्वेश्चन दिसतात त्याचे आन्सर्स फक्त तुम्ही मला पाठवा, आय विल चेक. आणि उद्या तुम्हाला त्या सर्व प्रश्नांची आन्सर्स देतो, तुम्ही पण चेक करा.
हॅलो सर.
हा,
हा सर, ते तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल पाठवलं त्यात असाइनमेंट मध्ये ते आन्सर चुकलंय का?
असाइनमेंट मध्ये
त्या प्रॉब्लेमचा आन्सर.
काय वेगळे येते का ते?
हा, तिथं आन्सर वेगळं दिलंय आणि
काय दिले त्याच्यामध्ये?
0.355.
असेल ना, ठीक आहे, व्हॉट एव्हर इट इज. जे तुम्ही प्रोसेस फॉलो केली असेल करेक्टली, तर ते काय एखादी मिस्टेक असेल पाहिजे, म्हणजे टायपिंग मिस्टेक झाली असेल एखादी. पण सर्वांचं जर आन्सर सेम असेल तर काही विषय नाही. आय विल सी युअर असाइनमेंट.
हॅलो सर.
हा,
तर ते असाइनमेंट सबमिशन लिंक मध्ये ना, तिथं ऑप्शनच नाहीये ते असाइनमेंट नंबर 1 म्हणून. डायरेक्ट असाइनमेंट नंबर 5, 6 आणि एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर आहेत.
लेट मी
खाली आहे तिथं. आहेत सर.
दाखवतो, तो ओपन करतोय पेज. आता हे दिसतोय का फॉर्म? गुगल फॉर्म दिसतोय?
येस सर.
त्यामध्ये ईमेल मेन्शन करायचा, तुमचा डिव्हिजन. ओके, आहे ना इथं
एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर आहेत ते.
सुरुवातीला असाइनमेंट आहे 5, 6, 7, 8. त्याच्यानंतर एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4 असं दिलेले ना.
हो सर.
सर,
हा.
मग ही एक्सपेरिमेंट आपलं असाइनमेंट नंबर 5
Assignment
म्हणून
experiment.
सबमिट करायची का?
असाइनमेंट नंतर जाऊन तुमची 8 नंबरला क्लिक करायचं आणि फाईल अटॅच करायची ना.
हा सर, 8 नंबरच केलो आम्ही.
हा, 8 नंबरच्या असाइनमेंटला तिथं क्लिक करायचं आणि ऍड फाईल म्हणायचं. इथं बरोबर ती फाईल घेते, सिलेक्ट फाईल फ्रॉम युअर डिव्हाइस. जे काय असेल ते तुम्ही फाईल सिलेक्ट करून सबमिट करायचं. ओके. आता तुम्हाला एक्सपेरिमेंट राईटअप अजून मी काही दिलेलं नाही, त्यामुळे डोंट थिंक अबाउट द एक्सपेरिमेंटल राईटअप. सो यू कम्प्लीट द असाइनमेंट. ठीक आहे. एनी डाउट अबाउट गुगल फॉर्म?
No, sir.
Okay. So I will give means today is 5th, 6, 7. Up to 8th you show the assignment number. This 8th assignment means up to 8th you are allowed to upload the assignment. 8 तारखेपर्यंत तुम्हाला अपलोड करायला अलाउड आहे. आफ्टर 8 त्याची डेडलाईन मी कन्सिडर करणार नाही, ऑटोमॅटिकली मार्क्स विल बी डिडक्टेड. ठीक आहे, कारण त्याचं टायमिंग डेट वगैरे मला लक्षात येते त्याचं. त्यामुळं 8 तारखेच्या पुढची जी डेट्स असतील त्याच्यामध्ये त्या विद्यार्थ्यांना आउट ऑफ 25 आय विल गिव्ह द लेस मार्क्स, मे बी 22, 23, सॉरी 20, 21. सो टू अवॉइड
सर, माइंड मॅपिंगचं पण ह्याच्यावरच सेंड करायचं ना?
त्याची लिंक वेगळी आहे असाइनमेंट फॉर्म गुगल फॉर्म.
CDT वर आहे.
हा, ते CDT वरती आहे बघा इथे.
सर, ती असाइनमेंट कधीपर्यंत सबमिट करायची?
नाही, करा ना ते. त्याचं तर तुम्हाला डेडलाईन मी दिलेली नाही, पण यू कॅन सबमिट ना. इफ इट इज कम्प्लिटेड यू सबमिट इट.
ओके सर.
बघा हे लक्षात ठेवा आपल्याला तर CDT चे पण असाइनमेंट्स कम्प्लीट करायचे आहेत. तर घेऊया अजून एक CDT वरती लेक्चर आणि मोस्टली संडेला वगैरे घ्यावं लागेल बघा, कारण काय होतंय आपल्या रेग्युलर टाइम टेबल मध्ये मला लेक्चर मिळत नाहीये ते, आणि त्याच्यामुळे होतंय काय की ते पेंडिंग पडत आहे. ठीक आहे, बघूया पुढच्या आठवड्यामध्ये आपण 1-2 लेक्चर कसे मिळते दुसऱ्या सब्जेक्टची ते बघून आपण हे CDT कव्हर करू. But one good thing I want to share with you people. So students from division E, actually I have taught them the creativity, design thinking, 3 assignments. So they have completed. Very excellent discussion they made on the 6 thinking hat and whatever the mind mapping and empathy mapping. Really wonderful work the students of division E made. Same spirit and same enthusiasm I want from division B also. Okay, so I have formed the groups of 6 or 7 students, girls separate groups and boys separate groups, and they taken the Google meeting or Zoom meeting and recording they have shared to me. Okay, so very wonderful discussion they have made it. I hope the same response from division B also. Although I have discussed the method how to do the mind mapping, how to do the 6 thinking hat technique, how to do the empathy mapping, all this discussion I made for division E. Same discussion I will go for division B also, and later one you have to prepare the documents and the conduct the meeting, and you have to send me the recording of the same. ठीक है? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So please give the attendance. Roll number 1,
Present.
2,
Present, sir.
3. Roll number 3, 4,
Present, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
6, 7,
Present.
7,
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11,
Present, sir.
12,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14. Roll number 14, 15,
Present, sir.
16, 17,
Present, sir.
18,
Present, sir.
19,
Present.
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26, 26,
Present, sir.
27,
Present, sir.
28, 29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
32, 32, 33,
Present, sir.
34, 34,
Present, sir.
35,
Present, sir.
36, 36,
Present, sir.
37,
Present, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
39,
Present, sir.
40,
Present.
41,
Present.
42, 42, 43, 44,
Present, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46, 46, 47,
Present, sir. 46. Present.
noted, 47,
Present, sir.
48,
Present.
49,
Present, sir.
50,
Present, sir.
51,
Present, sir.
52,
Present.
53,
Present, sir.
54,
Present, sir.
55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present.
57,
Present, sir.
58,
Present, sir.
59,
Present, sir.
60,
Present.
61.
Present, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much.
Sir, 42 is present.
Noted, noted,
16 present.
Sir, 06 is present, sir.
noted, noted,
43 is present, sir.
noted,
16 present, sir.
noted,
14.
noted, noted.